So home equity has increased dramatically in the past few years. It's about 28.6 trillion now, up from 18.6 trillion in early 2019. So that's $10 trillion in additional home equity just in the last 4 years. At the same time, home equity lines of credit, so people borrowing against that home equity, is quite low historically at about 270 billion. For comparison, in 2009, coming out of the financial crisis, maybe in the middle of the financial crisis, home equity lines were more than double that at 674 billion. Wow. So this is a potential source of untapped funds for consumers. Supply is down of existing homes. I think most have probably experienced that. If you have a 3% mortgage, you're probably not going to put your home on the market, and that has inventory at 30-year lows, which means also we have the oldest housing stock that we've had since the 1940s coming out of World War II.
Wow.
Well, Home Depot talks about that on every public conference call. They've referenced the age of the housing stock, so that's right in line with what you're saying.
Yeah, and so the converse of that is new construction now makes up the majority of home sales, whereas in a normal market, existing home sales would be 85 or 90%, and new construction would be 10 or 15, something like that. And part of the reason for this shortage is that household formation, so just the need for housing based on growth in the population, has outpaced construction. It's depending how you measure it, several million, certainly millions of housing units undersupplied. A challenge for consumers is that the percentage of disposable income required to buy a home, think affordability, because of the increase in home prices, because of the scarcity and the increase in interest rates, is almost as high as it's ever been. So home affordability is a real challenge.
Yeah, it makes it tough for those first-time home buyers.
Yeah, we don't think a full-blown housing recession is likely for all the reasons. Supply is down, demand is up. That's not when you have a housing recession. But there are winners and losers, and you mentioned the challenge for new home buyers. The winners are likely home builders or companies that participate in home construction, like Home Depot, and those consumers with sub 4% mortgages who don't have to move.